So doing this by hand kind of sucks. All right, let's be real here. It's not that fun. It's way better just to use the calculator. It's way simple. It's more effective. No silly math mistakes. I mean, doing it by hand. That's for boomers. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what? This is getting a little bit too opinionated. Let's just go ahead and start. All right. So we're only using the calculator on this one. So like we're at a station. All right. So in this problem, all right, we're given a max temperature X and the number of bottles of water sold Y over 10 consecutive days. Luckily, they already tell us what X and Y is, although the number of bottles sold probably would be related to the temperature, so the temperature makes sense to have the independent variable. Anyways, we want to plot the points on a scatter diagram, comment on the correlation, find the regression equation, draw the regression line. We'll have the calculator do that. And the temperature predicted to be 19.5 Celsius. How many bottles are we going to use? Let's do it all on our calculator. So go ahead and put this information into a listen spreadsheet, properly label it, and I'll see you on the other side. No, that sounds like someone's dying. I'll see. Cut. Let's do some math stuff, right? So look, we wanted to plot the regression equation or the scatter plot, and then the regression equation. We already know how to do this. I hope. I really hope by this point. I really do. Data and statistics. X, Y. There we go. All right. And then we're going to go menu, analyze, regression, show mx plus b. There's our linear regression equation. Okay. So now we have the regression equation. We have the scatter plot. We have X and Y plotted. We already just knocked out a bunch of those things that would take forever by hand. In just a couple seconds with a couple clicks of the button. Isn't that pretty freaking sweet? So now what we want to do is figure out, hey, if it's 90.5 degrees centigrade out, what is the number of water bottles they expect to sell? So what we'll actually do is hit the menu button. And what we're going to do is we're going to analyze, and we are going to graph trace, which is weird. It should be trace graph. I don't know why they flipped the whatever. But either way, we're almost at 19.5. But you can see right down here, I have 19.539, 132. I'm going to get as close to 19.5 as possible. So I'm right there. So 19.49, 19.5, it's about 132 water bottles, okay? But we have some left over, right? It's 132 point whatever. So we're going to go ahead and round up, and we're going to say that it is going to be 133 water bottles, okay? In this case, we would round up because anything after 132, it's 133, because remember, these are discrete values, meaning they have to take on whole numbers. You can't have 0.144 of a water bottle unless someone cuts it into a 14.4% of a whole. Never mind. It doesn't even make sense. You go up 133. However, there is one other way that I want to show you where this can be done a little bit more accurately. What you're going to do is you are going to open up a calculator. So cut. Forgot the next step. So now that we're here, remember, the regression equation is actually saved as an equation. So if you go ahead and you hit the calculator function, which we already did, and then we select the VAR, or the variable, we can look at this regression equation right there. Boom. Stat regression equation. And now what I can do is I can actually type in an input like 19.5, and it'll take that as an input, and it'll give me an output. So temperature is my input, 19.5. I'm going to hit enter. There we go. 132.14 water bottles on the dot. But again, we're rounding that up to 133. So some people like the graph trace. Some people like just to hit the variable and get an exact answer. Depending on the context of the problem, you might have to have the exact answer, or you might be able to get a relatively close answer from the graph. But either way, these are two methods of figuring out input, getting out an output. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you all in the next video.